But generally, if you lack the confidence that you deserve,
yeah,
then you are not going to take steps that, you can think of like the ideal version of yourself, like the person that's just going out crushing it, doing everything that you would just be, think that you want to be doing on a day-to-day basis, just nothing in their way. Chances are, if you're not doing those things, there's a lack of confidence, and there's a reason that you don't have this lack of confidence. You're not grounded in your values and, really tied to what it is that you believe in. You don't have this strong sense of self. And there's a number of reasons why you don't have that. And a lot of the problems are to do with societies. And the other thing is, like, it doesn't have to be this way. You don't deserve to have this lack of confidence. You deserve to be living the life that you want to be living and having this confidence, because, life is so short. Like, why can't you just be vibing every day, basically? With parents and even school or whatever, you're thrown into this environment, and, you're quite naive. You're only learning and growing as a child. And then people in that environment have ideas for what they want you to do in that environment. And so you're put into this school environment, or you put into this home environment, and your parents have these expectations and try and mold you in a particular way. They're just trying to do their best job. And so, little things might happen in that environment. Like, again, you said trauma doesn't necessarily have to be traumatic. It can just be a small thing, like your mum slaps you on the wrist when you're a kid, and all of a sudden that stops you from ever doing anything ever, like in particular, asking for food ever again. It's like, and all of a sudden you become like bulimic or whatever. Like, that's real. That's how these tiny things kind of happen until you kind of, we're not saying go back and dig all that up, although that is important work to do.
Yeah.
But these are the kinds of things that shape your confidence and how you present yourself and what you believe in, kind of thing. Is like, I can't do that because of, you don't even know, because it's like this tiny little traumatic thing, because I think I can't, or whatever. There's a lot of things that stand in our way from becoming confident, becoming grounded in who we are, actually finding who it is that we want to be, and getting ultimately that life that we really want, that we're just going to be vibing with every single day. And it's stopping you from getting what you want. Chances are, you're like, oh man, I wish I could talk to girls a little bit more. It's like, well, it's because you don't have this confidence. You don't have this back end work done to actually get that thing. And whether it's girls or a job or more friends or any of these different things that you could want, recognize what you want, and then this is it. Like, we're just seeing so many people not have so much self-perceived value. And it's crazy, man, because again, like, we've been lucky to be on the journey that we're on, and that is kind of one of the questions that people ask me. It's like, oh, how are you so confident enough to put yourself on camera and put yourself out there? Like, you'd have the same thing, right? It's making content and putting yourself out there. And I don't even honestly have like an answer for them, and now we can kind of send them this, I suppose. But it's like, I've just been lucky enough to go on a path where I can kind of figure out exactly what my values are relatively early, I suppose, in comparison to potentially some of the people out there. And so I'm confident in the things that I do, even if, there are, and I have no doubt that there are people out there being like, oh my God, what's Aimon doing? That's so stupid. He's such a loser. Like, why is he doing that? And it's like, these are voices that are in my mind. They're not wrong. I'm a dead loser. But I'm a loser based on their values. And based on my values, I'm a winner.
Winning. Yeah, exactly.
Some of the actionable things that you can actually do to realize this value. Well, firstly, like you pointed to it before, is like, find your tribe, like hang out with friends that have values that are similar to the values that you want to have, because that can be hugely disconnecting. Like, also, you can be in a work environment, even if you like that job, everyone else at that job aligns with different values. It's like, oh yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, let's get drunk, and you're like, I don't know, I kind of feel like meditating, but then all of a sudden you're in this environment which clashes with your beliefs, and but I just want to go walk out in nature. Like, I understand everyone's like, let's get drunk. So that, like, not being around people that vibe with you and are having a similar kind of share similar values with you, having that connection element, it grounds your sense of self basically in an identity. And it's like, could be a potential negative echo chamber, because we're just spouting the same stuff, being like, yeah, we're right about everything.
Yeah.
But the positives outweigh the negatives if you can be aware of that. But you want to just go picking berries, and you find the tribe that's picking your berries, you're going to fit in, you're going to grow, you're going to learn, you're going to be more confident in who you are, and you're going to be able to go out and do the things that you want to do because you have perceived value, because it's validated by people around you.
Exactly right, yeah.
We're talking about go find friends that align with your tribe or whatever, but it's like, we haven't actually given actionable steps on how to do that.
Yeah.
So chances are, if you have social media, Facebook groups are a huge place to potentially reach out. If you're a vegan, like, boom, just you're into surfing, boom, just like
There's a group for
Facebook
that, yeah.
group, and there's locals. You'll be able to just add everybody as a friend. Hey man, you want to go surfing? Let's just check it out. Boom, you have a new friend immediately. Like, what the hell? Life's just on another level because you have a friend that's doing the same stuff as you. Instagram, just search through different hashtags, locations, look for your actual tribe, and you have to. It's an active thing, really. And I think that this connection element is why we're spending so much time on it. When you have that sorted out, a lot of the rest of the things just kind of fall into place.
For sure.
You know, like, oh, you're searching for a job, but if you don't really have any friends that are aligned with your values or whatever, you're gonna like pander to that job, as you said, and you're like, I think I want this job, and then you don't get it, and you're like, I'm not valuable enough.
Exactly.
But if you've got this tribe that kind of reaffirms your sense of self, you're like, yeah, that job looks okay, but it's, you know, it's not the most perfect job, and that's going to be reflected in how you talk to the people that oh, so you want this job and you have this interview, good stuff. It's like, why do you want this job? And you're like, well, I want a really fulfilling job. You know, it's not like, I want this job, I need this job. It's well, I'm, you know, happy to have this job, but what do you have to offer me? You know?
Exactly.
Because it's like, my life is valuable. I have value to offer you. When you realize that value based on your tribe, then it's like, other things, people are just going to respect you so much more.
Exactly.
Because you respect yourself because you're aligned with your own values. You know? In terms of like being passive and that kind of thing, because you're not confident, you hang out with friends and like, oh, we want to do this, and you just be like, okay, but it's like, is that actually what you want to do? It's like, oh, but I wanted to kind of go to the beach. It's like, did you make that apparent to people? Like, did you say, hey guys, why don't we go to the beach? And then if everyone's like, no, I don't want to do that, you go, okay. But if someone's like, oh, that's a great idea, why don't we do that? And then all of a sudden you get to go to the beach and everyone has a bit of fun. You know, you're not like intruding on other people. It might be a positive outcome for absolutely everyone, but you're just too shy because you're not confident enough to even put the idea out there into the world. You know?
So important,
And even if it's to the point where everyone is in disagreement with you, if by the time you have actually developed that over a number of years or whatever, and you have enough other friends or whatever that you want to hang out with, and you have this grounded sense of self, even if like 5 people team up against you and they're like, no, we hate that idea, we want to go do this, instead of just being like, okay, tagging along with that idea, you can be like, well, I really don't want to do that, so I'm not going to do that. It's been great hanging out with you guys, I'll see you next time.
Exactly.
And go hang out with someone else, or go do other high value activities that you invest in yourself. So I think like we spend a lot of time on the connection element, which is great, but a point that I've just kind of mentioned there is like, the other thing is, you know, developing different hobbies that really align with, you know, because again, how are you going to find your tribe unless you actually have particular hobbies or interests that you're into? So like developing hobbies that you can do on your own. So that, for example, if none of your friends are available, or you know, there's not anything to do, then you go, oh, well, I can't wait to go. So like mine's, you know, creating video content, creating music, creating podcasts. Like I have, you know, going to the gym. Like I have a lot of different activities that I do by myself. That if, for example, someone was to dog me, then I'm like, well, that's okay, because I have this activity that I perceive to be very high value, and I can't wait to do it by myself. And I'm very looking forward to doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll even dog friends sometimes because I really want to get creative work done. Probably more often than I should, actually. So it's like having those, like when you combine those two, it's like creative friends that are on the same like level as you, share the same values as you, with all the other different activities that you perceive to be high value that are important to you, that help you grow and push yourself forward.
For sure.
Combine those things, you're unstoppable. So a really great way to frame this is abundance mentality. You know, when you have this abundance mentality, oh, there's plenty of friends on the planet, or your girlfriend breaks up with you, there's plenty of girls on the planet. It's true. And so that's is like having this fallback of like, oh, your job destroys you. It's like, well, that's okay because I've built up other streams of income. Or, you know, a group of your friends says, I never want to hang out with you again. And it's like, that's cool because, you know, I'm so grounded in my values that it's like, I don't need that. But, you know, just having that abundance mentality of like, I know that I'm so valuable that I'm going to find so many other people that vibe with who I am. It's your loss that you're not hanging out with me, dude.
Yeah,
know?
that's it.
So if you bring that to the table by slowly building these things, the other thing is, in short, like there's a lot of different things that are pushing down on you, and half of them I found in my life are made up thoughts and made up identities of people that have opinions about me, which stop me from doing things, but they're just totally made up. I never see those people, never connect with those people. Yeah, they might be real people that I think are having those thoughts, but do they actually physically affect me? No. So realizing that your mind is half the battle actually, because like, oh, you can't do this because it is. It's like, but it's just totally made up. To wrap it up, like you deserve to have probably more confidence than you do. Even if you think you are quite confident, chances are, you know, there is some potential more value that you can have, and you're more valuable than you think you are.
Exactly.
Is the ultimate thing. And it's like, if you can put in some of these actions to realize that value, then it's like life is just going to be that much easier for you. Everyone's going to like you more. You're going to like yourself more. You're going to be vibing, and you deserve to as well.